This is the real Tom Rose, and this is a devious question. The question revolves around logic. We've been given a rule. Some of the integers in x are negative. And then they're asking you to interpret a bunch of potential statements for truth. Well, interpreting truth in the face of a logical rule is something that humans are terrible at. And the antidote for this is to simply come up with an example. Humans are fantastic at dealing with examples. So when they say some of the integers in set x are negative, let's just draw set x and let's come up with some examples. So some of the integers in x are negative. So let's do -2, -4. But that implies that some of them are non-negative. So let's put 3 and 5 in also. Also, since we're dealing with set x, there are plenty of integers outside of set x. So let's put some integers outside of set x. And I'm trying to do some negatives and some positives to indicate all the possibilities for things in x and things not in x. Now that we have a good set of examples built up, let's go through the answer choices. If an integer in x is negative, if an integer is negative, it is in set x. Well, here's a negative integer, which is not in set x, so that rule must not be true. If an integer is positive, it is in set x. Well, here's a positive that's not in x, so that must be wrong. All integers in set x are negative. Well, that's not true. There's a positive number right there. D says all integers in set x are positive. Well, that's not true either, because here's a negative. And hopefully E is the right answer, but I would definitely check it to be sure. It says not all integers in set x are positive. And in fact, here is a negative, which makes that true. So you saw how we used an example as the antidote to our known weakness, which is logical rules.